Hey guys, welcome back, Marius here, and we have Outer Worlds, and this video is about what things in Outer Worlds we have. But just let me reassure, the game is great, the game is awesome, I loved it, I finished it, there will be review, but there's always a but, and there's 25 buts. What this game could do better, or my personal opinion, but if you have played the game, trust me, you will listen up and they're like, yeah, that point was kind of annoying and that point I didn't like. So let's just jump right into 25 points where Outer Worlds could do better. And as we are jumping right into, it's only maybe me, but first point is fall damage height is ridiculous. Look at that's why I started at the beginning. There will be no spoilers, but if you just jump in the little hill, yes, this height was already like fall damage. It's just too much. And if we add to it then jumping limitations, where sometimes there's a little rock, but it seems like you can jump on it. Yeah, nah, you can't. The height of how high you can jump is just ridiculously small, but that's just me. Next point is when you just saw collecting things, when you open up a chest or something, or exiting or entering ship, the hold button when you need to hold action, it's so long. You need to press for so long, and it's so annoying. You will see it time after time if you try to loot containers with this option. It's just so long. Anyways. Point number 3 is dialogue length. The story is told in so many texts. I know it's Obsidian. It's just my thing, but there will be dialogues and discussions later in game where you can 20 minutes spend with just listening and reading those lines. It's just, I don't know, if I want to read as much, because I have text turned on, I would go and read a book, but yeah, it's just me. Maybe sometimes it felt too much and unnecessarily too much. Alright, point number 4 is just me, probably. As you can see also, there's a dialogue, but I don't have my own voice, so I'm missing out protege voice. It's also my thing. I know ups and downs, and we know in other games how it was handled, but this game is so full with everything, which is a good thing. So later on, this voice, even in cutscenes, there could be a cutscene where at least protege is speaking some words, any words. But okay. Moving on is dialogue choices doesn't influence the story. It's not always the case. There is a controversy, obviously, but there are many times when whatever option you choose, there's so many options how to go in that direction. Outcome will be the same. And by the same, I mean the same. Even when you have an options like lie, persuasion, or intimidation, there is no difference. Like when you intimidate someone, you would expect, I don't know, reputation drop or anything. It goes in the same direction. So story is written, whatever you choose, those options are somewhat useless. And the same goes for point number 6 is dialogue specialty options. When you have specialty like engineering or science or something, you get extra XP, but that's about it. There are some choices where you click and you get XP, but it doesn't change anything at all. It's just free XP. Then just if I have that option, just give me XP. There are pointers later in the game, without any spoiling. When you choose, you have science or engineering, then you can convince or something. But at the end, the bigger picture, it doesn't change a thing. So I don't know. It's just me. Okay, let's leave it to that. Point number 7 is in other games there is an option where in settings sprint can be toggle or hold shift. There is no option. There's just one option. It's minor things, as I mentioned, but still, it's there. Then point number 8 is there's a city called Byzantium, and it's funny how everywhere else you can open doors and enter building directly, where Byzantium buildings are with loading screen. And there's a loading screen and it opens up and there are 2 rooms, literally 2 rooms, and they're like, why? But that's just me. Then another weird thing is point number 9, weapon level brackets. You will find, for example, this sword, I think it's level 1, and it will be always level 1. There is later in the game, I think level 20 or something, there's next bracket, that's why I call them brackets. But in general, I think none of the weapons has more than two levels, 2 brackets. And it's weird because when you have engineering skill and you can tinker, you can upgrade 1 by 1 level, right? Like 2nd level, 3rd level, and increases damage. So why would everyone on this world and world in general has exactly the same 1 level sword? Maybe this strider should have level 2? Why couldn't? Anyways, it's just randomization levels are missing in this aspect, so it felt weird. Still feels in every weapon when you find exactly same weapons, same levels, same everything. It's like, why? Alright, point number 10 are quest sort options are not saved. When you open up your quest log, you can later on when you will be traveling through the different worlds, different planets, you will find really usable the option where you sort by planets, like which quests I need to do in this planet, right? When you select by planet different sort options, enter some building with loading screen or fast travel or anything, it will reset all the time, and it's a bit annoying. And if while we are there on annoying things, another point number 11 is the same for map zoom options. It's a bit different, but there will be buildings and levels where, I don't know, 7 stories or something. There's building with a lot of stories, and you need to go through them. And this, whenever you open up a map, it feels like too much zoomed in. You can't see like where the fuck. You always need to zoom out. Then you select another layer, basically check the map. It's somewhere else. You need to zoom and browse like. It's a bit painful. It's a bit painful map. I don't know why they did that. In the map, there's no, I don't know. It's, again, just me maybe, but it felt weird and could be better polished. Point number 12, small point, but there will be situations and locations where everything is dark. So no flashlight. Come on, come on. All right. Point number 13. Get all items action is useless. This goes together with the interaction in general, where you need to hold the button. So I was discussing this with brother, and he said exactly the same thing. It's faster. I don't know. You need to have 10 items in this container for you to hold button E is faster to pick up everyone's than just few times mash the button. And through the game, basically, I'm mashing the collect all the time because it's faster. It's way faster than, so it's useless. There's one exception when you have lockpicking fully leveled up. I think at level 80 you have this one. It says looting faster. Then when you lockpick container. And right after it immediately starts in the same time this looting, then it's faster. But it's out of the way. These options shouldn't be there if it's not working towards. I don't know. It doesn't help player at all. Just mashing E button always will be better. All right, point number 14. Oh, 9 minutes already long video. Box. Yeah, it's just. I will say it out loud right away. It's coming, this point number 14, from Fallout 76, where there's a box in a shop, in a ship where you can store your things, and it's not linked in your workbench. You will have a lot of weapon and armor mods, and they are heavy actually. So when you store them in a box and go basically in the same ship and try to modify your armor or weapons, you need to go and pick every individual this mod to your inventory, and then you can use it. It's kind of logical, but it's just, I don't know, from Fallout 76, it just feels like it's all there. It's just, come on, the box is there, the workshop is there, figure it out. And I'm speaking about only on the ship. I would expect such thing, but anyways. Point number 15, I was really disappointed. The food and sleep, need for food and sleep, you can see in the corner, because I launched this in Supernova difficulty. The same problem what was in Fallout. Only in hardest difficulty you have this survival thing, which I would love to have also on hard or anyone else, any other difficulty. Like, could you please make it so you can enable it, survival, I don't know, something. To be honest, only reason why I did not play in Supernova was not even the quick travel, which also is disabled, but lack of saving. Because in this RPG, when you have thousands of options and one stupid move might screw up all your, I don't know, reputation or anything, I just couldn't do that. I need my save, and this game has also a quick save, really awesome. It's just, yeah, if they could give us more options to play around with how you build up your difficulty, that would be awesome. Point number 15. All right, point number 16 is, yeah, this is something also hard to explain, but 16 is point system too deep. Additional points don't count toward threshold. So this is, I'm combining, because I have complaints regarding point system. And point system too deep, it means you have 100 points in total, 100 in each of the aspects. If you count them, there are 18 aspects, 18 skills, which comes together 1,800. But you don't have so much points. You will never ever earn them. So there's no way how. There's basically, the game really pushes to small specialization. Basically, whenever you go, there's no way you can get one-handed, two-handed, and let's say long range. You will be dumb as hell in every other aspect. It's just insane how small this gap is. The game is pushing you. And about the threshold is, you know, whenever you have 20 points in one skill, you unlock some. It's not called perks, but additional bonuses, let's call them. And you can have companions or clothes that boost your skill, but they don't count toward this. You can't unlock. You need to actually drop points in there to get this bonus, and it really sucks because those both things, and you can't unlock those, and it's just, I don't know, it feels bad. Okay, enough of that. Point number 17 is the leveling curve, and I will mention another game just because I really think they nailed it. Leveling curve, what it means is, I will give you a stupid example, but close to reality. In this game, when you finish the first quests in the first levels, you get, let's say, 2,000 points XP from one quest, and it gives 2,000 is counted towards next level. You're level 2 already. That's it. When you are, let's say, level 25, you finish a quest, you receive 15,000, and it gives nothing. It's just small increasement in bar. Like, the curve, it doesn't go linear, it goes like curve. That's why I call it leveling curve. And so what it means, at the beginning, it feels really rushed. You go level by level pretty fast. But the end of the game, it feels really grinding, and you do quest after quest after quest and traveling and traveling. Nothing, not a single fucking level. And combined with those points previous, where you need those points to get extra unlockables, just feels bad. And the main game I want to call here is Greedfall. Greedfall was, whatever you say about everything else, but leveling never felt as a pain. You went, basically, I think they gave every time constant amount of XP for every level, every quest, and it's like you have 2,000, you complete 3 quests, and you have your level up, and you have your point, and you're happy, and it's through the game until the last final quest. You give in the quest, you get your lovely 1,000 points, 3 quests, you level up, and that felt super good. Everyone in game industry must learn from Greedfall, where it doesn't feel like grinding at the end towards end game. Okay, all right. Enough of this. Let's be quicker and finish this up. Point number 18 is there are no respawn in points. It is important because in the map there are specific points where basically you unlock, and you will see that the name is called like shipwreck or something. When you kill enemies there, it's gone. They will never respawn. But there will be respawns in locations, it doesn't matter. Like in the wilderness, there will be those giant enemies, dogs or something. They will respawn after some time. So my main issue is with things not respawning. It's just, I know the game is built for story and everything, but I don't know. With this leveling curve, it would make sense if in this first map, those in the same city or something, even if you kill those 3 marauders, after some time they will come back. Not they, but some other marauders will come back, because there's a fire, there's a tent, there's everything set up. So I will go in one of those things right away. So it just, I don't know, I'm missing a response. It's simple as that. Then point number 19, slider skips page. It's a small thing, but whenever you open an inventory and later in the game you will have a lot of it, and you want to compare weapons or something, it's just unnatural feels when you have I don't know how many, 5 rows of items. When you scroll down, the scrolling is immediately jumping in the same inventory in the next page. You just basically skip around. And when you have weapon, you want to check and see in first and second page, it just feels, it could be like normal slider, you know, where you slide things, would be way better, but okay, that's just me. Again, point number 20, this is big deal. One quest tracking. And the reason for this is simple. There will be travelings across the world, right? And you have you track one quest, you know where to go, you do that, and you come back to ship, and there's like, oh, there was right next to another quest, and then you have to go back, right? It's just, you can't track more. And basically what you're doing whenever you travel somewhere else, you go through every quest and just make sure there's no quest around you, and it's really painful. Can be solvable if you can track more than one quest. You click those who are in one cluster and then go through them. It's just, okay, you get the point. That really sucked. Point number 21 is non-upgradable ship. They mention it will unlock and something. I will, spoiler alert, if that's counted as towards spoilers, there's not a single fucking thing you can upgrade in your ship. You get new companion, so the companion moves in one of the quarters. The one room opens up. That's about it. And of course, decorations in your room. Those are decorations. Those are not upgradables. Like, I don't know. It's just in Mass Effect there was, I think, a bit more interaction with the ship, which was good. Just my little complaint, okay? Game still is awesome, as I said. Alright, point number 22. I think there are those 2 next will be, they are counted towards bugs, but still bug in fully released game, which I think are the only bugs I encountered when playing the game. So, quest tracker skips to different quests. How it happens is you have main quest and you have side quests. And you know that side quest must be done first, right? So you are going side quest, and whenever there's you go and speak with the guy, and guy says like, okay, now go do this one. So basically it continues. And there was later on the end game, I was doing side quest, and whenever you give in and the quest continues, it somehow skips to main quest. And I was like, oh, I need to go there. And I'm coming back, I'm like, why it leads to other planet? And like, oh, you skipped it. I'm on main quest again. Then I skip back to my side quest, and the next objective actually was right next to it. So I think it's a bug. It shouldn't. At the beginning, I didn't notice it happening much, but at the end game, towards end game, I found quite many times it just skips from one quest tracking to another. Just be aware of it, okay? And point number 23 is, again, in some locations when you enter buildings and open a map, there is no pointer where player is located, just missing it. You see a map, but you have no clue in which of entrance you are located. You can approximately guess, not guess, but actually detect it if you have good map skills, but there are 5-story level buildings with maps and you will get lost anyways. It's just, yeah, a little bug in your game. Okay. Point number 24 is, and that's also probably just me. Someone will tell, yeah, but that's a storytelling thing. Okay. Misleading responses from quest givers. That also was later in the game where you have your option what to answer and what the quest giver gives, basically where the conversation is going, but it ends up badly in totally different way than you expected. Like, I know that those are just expectations, but still, there was, I think, in Mass Effect, everyone was really annoyed when you click on option like be friendly, go with it, and your character is answering like, go fuck yourself, and like, no, I didn't say that, but you actually did. And similar things I noticed in some dialogue choices, but when you answer and then they respond, and that's not, I'm not talking about some twists when they turn on you or something, but the dialogue, sometimes they went a bit, I don't know, it's just probably also me, but those are little things. And the last one actually is one of the biggest. I didn't know there was a such thing. Spoiler alert, probably, I don't know if you can spoil that, but if I understand correctly, there's a level limit. And level limit, I mean, there's 30 levels. Which was and still is the biggest issue with the game from my side. Because everything I mentioned before, weapons not being in different levels, points not given in normal. Basically, you can't acquire enough points. You can acquire 50% of points needed to fully develop your character, which obviously is not the case, but not even half, not even 25%. There's no fucking way you can level up everything you want. When there's a level cap, then the question is like, why then there's no response? What hurt would be if those mobs would be respawning? I would hit level cap anyways. I can't get past that, and it's like, I know there's a lot of things, and some crazy people would just farm first map and come out of high level characters and everything. That could be on choice, but then still this leveling gap where, I don't know, after few levels these first mobs will not give you enough experience to level up. It's just too much of those things combined, like everything against normally leveling up your character. The points not giving, the learning curve, the limit at the end, I don't know, it's just, I feel like it could be a bit better. I think one of the options could be like the mobs could level up with you, which a lot of games actually do that. No matter what level you are, the enemies will be approximately so you can experience fully. Game doesn't care if you're 30 level or second level. If you encounter that camp, you will have this level of difficulty, and it scales. Sorry, I missed the word. It scales, but in this game everything is set. Everything is, I don't know. Okay, 25 points are over. Video is again too long, but sorry guys. I will reassure once again, I highly suggest the game. I highly rate the game. It's really good. The graphics is awesome. The story is great. The choices and everything, and weapons and upgrades and everything. But those 25 points I mentioned, they get on your nerves when you play and when you encounter them time after time, again and again and again and again. So yeah, if they could iron them out, the game would be perfect. But you know, nothing is perfect in this world, so that's what we are going with. All right, guys, thank you for watching. There will be going out another, basically based on those issues we have in game and in game in general. I will make a video for tips and tricks, so stay tuned. There are some awesome things, suggestions, hardly suggestions, based on the same 25 issues I had with the game, where if you know them, then your playstyle, where you put your points, how you put your points and everything, you can think accordingly, and it improves overall experience, I would say. So coming up, next videos. Thanks for watching. Clicking share and like always helps. And if you have any comments, probably you have a lot of comments regarding those points, please feel free, because this is my opinion, and a lot of those points, there are upsides and downsides as mentioned, but we can discuss them in comment sections. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This was Morris, and we will meet in next videos. Cheers.
The grease monkey, Argo.